On March 4th, 2023, three men and some others decided to go to a house party and spray it up, for a lack of better words. Now, it was a Sweet 16 party to be exact, where teenagers, from what they said, from three high schools in the area of Douglasville, Georgia, were attending. Now, those men, again, sprayed up the party and killed two teens, Ajane Hill and Samuel Moon, who were 14 and 15, and injured 8 more teens. They said that the spraying took place within 2 houses, so houses, I guess, that were next to each other. Now, they were finally sentenced, and this is what happened. Check it out.
The one charge is that he will receive a sentence of 20 years imprisonment in the Department of Corrections. With regard to the other 2 defendants, Mr. Cotman and Mr. Coleman, the court imposes a 5-year sentence on each weapons charge to run consecutive to all other sentences imposed in the case. With regard to the aggravated assaults, the gang charges, the criminal damage to property charges as to both defendants, it will be the sentence of the court that each defendant receives a sentence of 20 years imprisonment, and those sentences will run consecutive to each other and consecutive to the 5-year sentences, with this exception. To the extent that each defendant was convicted of aggravated assault as to a named victim and a gang charge as to a named victim, those sentences will run concurrent. So the net effect of the court sentences, as I do the math, is the court imposes a sentence of 320 years imprisonment as to Kingston Cotman and 320 years imprisonment as to Timothy Coleman. That's the judgment of the court. This matter is adjourned.
So as you saw there, basically the judge gave 2 of the men, and some of them were minors when this happened, a total of 320 years apiece for their role in the spraying, if you will, of that house. Now, they were not charged with murder. You heard the charges that they got. And then one other man was given 20 years, and they have 30 days to appeal, right? So, of course, you heard the family members. They're very happy. The family members of Ajane and Samuel happy of what the sentence was. They said obviously that won't bring back their loved ones, but they're glad that justice was served and that they potentially will never see the day of a light again, if you will. They're never going to be free. So I want to say this is a cautionary tale, because I was asked my opinion about this. Do I think that 320 years is too long? I said, well, I'm kind of one of those people who don't believe that children, because some of them were kids when that happened, should not be thrown away for the rest of their life. But then the other side of that is, I've never had a child, thank God, be buried due to senseless gun violence, right? So it's hard for me to say. I cannot tell Ajane's and Samuel's family what is justice for them. But I would say this: it behooves us, especially as Black people, to get a hold of our children. Get a hold of our children and teach our children emotional intelligence. Now, it is said that that shooting, if you will, took place due to a social media post. It sounds like somebody dissed one of their fellow gang members who took his own life on social media, whatever. Not that he took his life on social media, but the post is on social media. And then that's why they went and sought revenge on those teens that were just at a Sweet 16 party. So we need to teach our children emotional intelligence and how to cope, right? That you do not go and do something like that over a social media post. They're words. When I was coming up, there was a saying that said, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Nowadays, we live in a society where words are hurting people. Yeah, words, it sucks when people say things about you that's not true or that's hurtful, whatever, but you don't go and do that type of stuff. So now those people, those boys rather, who are now men that have been sentenced, their family will have to make that trip to go visit them for as long as they stay alive, because they're never going to get out. And then Samuel and Ajane's parents and their family have to live life without them, all over a social media post that could have been ignored, right? As they always say, if it doesn't apply, scroll on by. You could have really just did that. But it's unfortunate that Black boys will be spending the rest of their life in jail. And there's 2 teens that will never, breathe air again due to senselessness. So anyway, Y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.